ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cosplay Theories. I am Amy, your host, and my better half here.
You can't represent yourself as the better half.
I said you're the better half.
I didn't hear that. My name is John, and this is episode 2 of Cosplay Theories.
It sure is. Before this episode, just want to say that anybody who has a teenager out there, especially 17-year-old boy teenagers, they're gross. Literally had to use the restroom before we started this, and I'm just going to say he needs to learn how to Febreze.
Better than my nephew. He cleared the whole room,
That's
the whole
gross.
house.
We love you, Aiden. We do. Oh, boy. We love Jay, too.
Yeah.
Little stinker. They stink. I don't think I was ever that stinky as a kid.
No, I can't say that I wasn't.
Oh, tell me there's a story behind that.
Oh, there's no story. It's just life.
Oh, well. Okay. It's a boy thing.
That it is.
I don't know. Okay. I'll trust you on that.
All right. So last episode, we discussed why my name was Just Awful Cosplay.
Oh, your Facebook page.
Facebook. My Instagram handle still is, and also my TikTok. But, so what was yours again?
Mine was Rescue Me Cosplay.
Why is that?
Why? Oh, God, I needed rescuing. But it mainly stemmed from my cosplay. For those of you Iron Man fans out there, I did previously Pepper Potts and specifically the rescue armor from the Avengers Endgame movie and the comic books. So I wouldn't say it's my most notable cosplay, but it was definitely my most expensive one at the time. Rescue. I had some people message me and think it was that there was a show called Rescue Me.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was a firefighter show.
Yes.
On FX. Wasn't Dennis Leary in that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my memory is serving me right. I'm not that old. But yeah. And so when John and I became an item, and we both do a lot of similar stuff on social media and in the cosplay community, we decided why not just combine them? And why have one of each? You know, we can keep the followers and keep everything all streamlined. And John here had a couple great ideas.
One was DC cosplay, Destiny cosplay, because it felt like it was destiny for us to be together.
I know. But I loved it. I really did. It was so charming. And I was like, I love DC and Marvel. I love Marvel more, selfishly, but I thought it was cute to play on that and try to figure out a logo that wouldn't get sued for copyright infringement.
It was hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I love DC more than Marvel. I love all of it, like Ninja Turtles, Spawn, a lot of the Image stuff. So,
well, we're yin and yang, perfect fit. You like DC more, I like Marvel more, but we both have our reasons why, but we both love them both.
So I was sitting here thinking, well, Just Awful, Rescue Me, and it felt like we were both just rescued, so I came up with the name Just Rescued Cosplay. And
the rest, as they say, is history. We had a few people make some snarky comments, but you know what? Live and let live.
Yeah, we won't mention any of that because there's no point.
Nah.
All positivity here. All about positivity.
We love it.
Like, cosplay knows no size, no age. You do whatever it makes you happy.
That's one thing. I hate when people shame others for cosplaying things if they don't fit a certain look or body type or even hair color. You know, just little things. Everybody should be encouraged. If you find an outlet that makes you feel like you can be creative and do it, do it. You know, I feel like... Let's talk about this for a minute, right? People being discouraging to others and people crapping on things that others find joy in. I can't stand it. I don't know about you, but I've experienced it a lot in my life.
Oh, I have too. I mean, if you know either of us, we were both heavier when we were younger. I mean, I weighed 270 pounds in high school.
How tall are you?
About 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, so imagine that weight at that. And my heaviest, I was 211 pounds, not pregnant, at 5'1". So you imagine how much mass on a 5'1" frame, what that looks like. And, you know, personally, my own self-esteem, just having been made fun of, I wouldn't have had the confidence to put on a suit of any sort.
I mean,
I feel bad for people who get that.
To this day, I still still don't like putting on like certain things, but
well, it's because it's body dysmorphia in a way.
Oh yeah,
you know, you get shamed so much while you're bigger that if you do get fit, if you do get smaller by any means, like, you know, you still see that old reflection through your eyes in the mirror. And that's tough to overcome.
It's like now I weigh like 168 pounds. Mm-hmm. And this is actually like a motivator for myself.
To stay healthy?
To stay healthy.
Yeah.
And it's also a good thing for my mental stability because it helps me like have an outlet. So
I think it's important for people to have outlets. I think that it should be encouraged. It should never be discouraged. You know, for example, like you and I, we just so happen to have the same hobbies and the same likes, you know, but if for some reason maybe you had a different one, I wouldn't discourage you from that. I would encourage you because I could see it makes you happy. I think having hobbies and having likes when you're in a relationship is important, and even if it's different from your spouse's or your significant other, that's important because that sets you apart. But you can share that together. They might not like the same things, but you can at least, I don't know, I find a charm in it. Like there are certain things that you like that I'm not like, like there's certain country music groups or certain rock groups that I'm like, but you know, I still...
Certain superhero shows like The Boys.
Listen, okay, The Boys... It's a little extreme for me. It's a little violent. I'm not the type of person who really watches violent things or scary things. So I watched the whole first episode. I mean, be proud of me for that.
I am. I mean, one of the cosplays I do, I haven't done for a little bit, is Homelander. And people listen to this are gonna know who Homelander is, and he's probably one of the best, worst villains on TV. I
think you cosplay him spectacularly, like the look, but you are not a dick. Like he is a dick.
He's psychotic.
Yeah.
I think he should play Reverse Flash, like that character, Anthony Starr. He'd be perfect as Reverse Flash. But
yeah. Well, what was the name of the actor who played him in the Flash TV series?
Oh, Tom Cavanaugh.
See, I liked him.
I liked him too. He was really good.
Yeah. That's one series that we started and I need to still finish too. I don't watch much TV. I really need to, I think.
Since living here, I haven't, but I would dig myself into TV shows, series, movies, so I got a lot of knowledge up in this little noodle. But, yeah, I mean, we love doing different things. We love everything pop culture in this house.
Yeah. I think the main takeaway from this is, like, we find... I don't know. How do I want to word this? I just love being encouraging.
There's no shaming in this house.
And no shaming of any sort in this house.
Not at all.
And nor do we shame others. And you shouldn't shame people.
No, if someone's doing what they like and it's not hurting anybody else, go for it. And that's all we care about.
Yeah. I mean, like that.
Yeah. It's just no shaming. Love each other.
Life's too short.
It is too short.
We talked about this last time. Life is too short. It really just... Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Hey.
It's been a long week.
Hey, it's going to get better because this show drops on Sunday night.
And by then we'll already have been at Steel City.
Yes. Steel City we're going to Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be cosplaying Ronin.
And Black Widow. In my White Widow costume.
We might throw a couple extra cosplays in there that day. Maybe Spider-Man and...
Mayday.
But Sunday, we'll be doing Ant-Man and Wasp.
That'll be fun. That'll be the first time we've done it out anywhere
and
together.
We might do the cosplay contest. We'll see. Stay tuned for the episode that's going to be dropping on Wednesday.
Oh, next Wednesday. What date is that?
I'm not sure.
Let's see. My phone doesn't want to work right now. So Wednesday the 16th. You know, Steel City holds a special place in my heart.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Yeah, a particular theory decided to ask me a certain question.
Oh, what question was that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like if I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you.
Oh, yes.
That one?
So, in April... Actually, it was on April Fool's Day. we went to Steel City for Saturday and Sunday.
Was.
So that day we decided to do Captain America, Peggy, and Captain Carter.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going back to the hotel. We were going to change into the Flash and Supergirl. It was been the first time we did those characters at a con too. We did the costume change in the middle of the day. As we were about to get on, changed to our costumes. So I unzipped her back. She turned around.
Not as sexy as it sounds, guys.
Well, for my eyes. And I had the ring out and I asked her the question.
Literally, I had taken my wig off too, if I recall correctly. He unzipped me. I threw my wig on the bed. I was getting ready to change. I'm facing the bed and the one wall, and I turn around and he literally has the box open and immediately just start crying and shaking. Half dressed, still in costume, kind of.
Well, she obviously said yes.
Yeah, well, I would hope so. I'm wearing this ring unless some Skrull took my place. Oh, no. It's me.
Well, we'll have more of that story during our Steel City episode. But speaking of cosplay stuff that's coming up, we have the kids doing an event over at PJ Cool's. So after this drops, they would already done Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen over at PJ Cool's from 3 to 5.
Yeah. We love our buddy Joe over at PJ Cool's on Transit Road in Depew. Best ice cream shop.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Great 80s hair metal band, too, Sleeper, which is our intro and outro to this podcast. And
yeah, check them out on YouTube. Go
Sleeper Ghost Tracks. But so after that, we're going to have a segment because most of our kids cosplay is going to be called. We have for Grayson, we're going to have a little segment called The Gray Files.
Yeah, Grayson, if you guys don't know, is my oldest child who is turning 21 on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird to have a 21-year-old. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Come here, child.
Say hi.
Hi.
How does it feel to have a mom who does all this crazy stuff?
I mean, it didn't impact my life. It made me weird and crazy.
Yeah, but weird and crazy's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Go back.
We're all a little weird. I have never met a normal person in my whole life.
Who's to say what's normal?
Not me.
Not me either. Never knew it.
Yeah, so we'll have stories from our trip. Well, actually, we're going to be doing, you'll already see the videos. We're going to do a live video on the trip down and the trip back.
I got a lot of work cut out for me.
Oh, yeah. A lot of work cut out for both of us. Well, the live stuff, you don't have to
edit.
Really, there's no editing. That's all live.
Yeah.
All of us.
Johnny's the brains and I'm the brawn, I guess.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Oh, no.
We were discussing a lot of this stuff before, but it's you said you like Marvel more than DC.
Yeah, I stand by that.
All right, well, I want to know a question.
What?
So, DC Comics.
What about it?
Who's your favorite DC villain?
Oh, God. Oh, you're going to make me think because I don't partake too much. I mean, there could be a couple different ones. I mean, we can go, what is near and dear to my heart is I used to watch the 66 Batman reruns with my grandmother. I really enjoy, the villains from that show, and they just so happen to be DC. I think Cesar Romero Joker, I love. You think 66 Batman, you think of that and the Penguin.
The Penguin, yeah.
But I would say Cesar Romero, a Joker, from that.
Okay.
But then we're 80s kids, so I love 89 Keaton Batman, and I thought Jack Nicholson was stellar.
So the Joker.
If we're talking male, I guess we could subcategorize this because I think Joker, given that, but because you think of Batman immediately. And you think of okay, so sub question then. Which iteration of Joker is the best, do you think?
Oh, best iteration of the Joker is Heath Ledger. Hands down, my favorite Joker.
Yeah.
Team Phoenix did a great job in his interpretation of society making him the Joker, which I think could actually happen, which might have happened, but
it's a more realistic take.
Yes. Jack Nicholson's Joker, I love. It's
I love the campiness.
See, personally, there's not a Joker interpretation that I didn't like because they all have their own take on it. And in the comics, they actually said there's more than one Joker as there is. There's 3 of them. Uh-huh. So to see other renditions of the Joker, which we already seen another one if you watch the deleted scenes from the Batman.
You showed me that because I had never seen it before.
And that one's a new take on the Joker as well. I like Jared Leto as a Joker. Not many people did.
I did.
But it's the deleted scene. It's not really a deleted scene. It's from the
Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut. Him talking to Ben Affleck's Batman, that is the Joker to me. Just how psychotic he sounds, trying to be funny, and it was great. I mean, I'm probably gonna get slack for that, but I do think Heath Ledger's Joker is the best. That's just my opinion.
All right, so thoughts on this new Joker movie with Lady Gaga as Harley?
Oh, I want to see it, but I don't know how I feel about it being a musical.
See, anybody who knows me growing up knows my little known fact, my original game plan in life was to be a music teacher. I went to States for choir. I played French horn and trumpet. From the time I was in 5th grade on, I loved singing. I was, all state my senior year for first soprano choir. And so that being said, I love music. I love musicals. I love Bob's Burgers. Side note, the Bob's Burgers movie is mostly musicals. It turned me off. Because it was a musical. Now, I love Linda and she sings, but not my thing in a whole movie. It shouldn't be all of that. I feel like it's going to be the same way with this for me. I can't, I don't know.
Well, I think of that, and then I go back and think that the first movie, it made it seem like it was all in his head. So maybe this is all in Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn's head. Or in his head as well. So
I'll give it a chance. I will try anything once. You can put that in your back pocket for later for whatever you so choose.
Or front pocket.
Okay.
So Joker's your favorite DC villain.
If I had to pick,
male.
I think,
yes. Okay, female villain.
And Catwoman.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I'm biased.
Which interpretation?
Oh, same kind of vein of thought. I mean, no, okay. So I always loved Pfeiffer as Catwoman. Throwback again to my grandmother. This all stems back to my grandma. She used to get the Warner Brothers catalogs mailed to her. And I don't know if anybody remembers this, but in the late 80s, early 90s, Warner Brothers would send out catalogs and we had everything from Looney Tunes to all the superhero stuff. And in the very back of the catalog was all of the DC movie stuff or the comic book stuff. So when Catwoman came out it was 92, right? Yeah, 92. And they had a lot of merchandise and stuff in there. So I saw the movie and that was awesome. And my pencil case for school was the Catwoman from that movie. I had not a Trapper Keeper, but I had folders with that version of Catwoman on it. And I just wanted to be her. I thought she was I didn't really know at that age, 92, I would have been 9 years old, what sexy was. But I knew when I saw her, she moved in a certain way and she was she had red lipstick and she was really she wouldn't take shit. So
yeah, she was empowering.
Yeah. So try telling that to a 9-year-old girl who's just sheltered for anything else that's somewhat sexual. I would say I didn't realize at the time that that's kind of what she was, right? But for me, I wanted to be her. I wanted that suit.
Now you are.
I know I have that suit and it's pretty amazing and it's really hard to get into and out of, but it's awesome. So that I would say, because the memories it brings back of seeing those catalogs at my grandmother's house, and the way I felt when I was a kid and never thinking that I'd get to be her. And now I get to play dress up at 40 years old and be her for the smile and entertainment of others. Yeah. Nice. Second to the 66 Catwoman, the Lee Merriweather. Yeah.
Solid choices, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So myself, my favorite DC villain, and it's going to sound like a shocker because everybody knows that knows me that I do Green Arrow. Mine is Deathstroke, Slade Wilson. And he has always been my favorite DC villain because he is cold, calculated.
Sounds like some people I know in Western New York, but I won't say anything.
But
continue.
it's just like he has all the training Batman has. He knows what he wants, how to get it, and how he's just as dangerous as Batman is with prep time. And that's why I like him so much. And if I was going to go number 2,
don't go number 2.
well,
that was Vinny earlier.
No, we can't do that.
Stinky.
Yeah. But
no, but your second runner-up.
My runner-up is Reverse Flash, because yeah, one of my favorite cosplays too. Is I don't do many villains, but he's just so cold, and going back in time to get rid of the person he dislikes the most, Mother, to get rid of him. I mean, how much colder can you get?
That's pretty messed up.
I mean, but that's not my mentality.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one of the worst villains, and I appreciate it.
So let me ask you this then. For someone who, I mean, and I'm not just saying this and giving you lip service because I'm your wife, you're the most kind-hearted person that I've ever met in my life. So for someone like you who would give the shirt off his back for anybody to want to cosplay a villain or have I wouldn't say connection with a villain, but what is that like for you? Like, what drives you to want to do that? I guess, is it because it's not you and you get to play out that, or what is your mindset?
Well, you gotta think of this. Not everybody's good all the time. Everybody has a dark side. That's not even like a Star Wars reference. It's like everybody has a dark side. It's like I cosplay Venom too. Venom can be an anti-hero or he can be a villain, depending on how you play it.
Well, it could be argued that Deadpool really could too.
Well, yeah, Deadpool, Frank Castle, Punisher, they get rid of their villains so they don't come back. So, yeah. I could see why they would do that, though.
Yeah.
So, I understand that point.
Well, I can understand that, too, because I guess, you know, from a psychological standpoint, now that I'm getting philosophical here, but I know for myself, when something bothers me, you know, to see it, or have it come back around in my view, and it causes anxiety, and it could be a metaphor for anything in life, really. Like if something bothers you and you step away from it, and it's reintroduced to you and it causes that reaction, why not get rid of it, right? Yeah. These anti-heroes probably feel that way.
Exactly.
So I get it.
Like from the Peacemaker TV show, the old guy next door to his father's house was talking about how Batman's got a plethora of all these villains. And John Cena's character, Peacemaker, says he gets rid of all his because the Joker comes back, kills all these people because the Batman doesn't put him down. I kind of understand that, but it's like a hero doesn't really... he seeks like truth and justice and all this other stuff.
Life's not fair and justice exists, but it doesn't always come quickly. Yeah,
that is true. All right, so we talked about villains. Who's your favorite DC hero?
Oh.
You can go male. You can do male, female if you want to, or do first and second.
I didn't know I had homework.
This is a DC show this week.
I guess so. You took it over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do Marvel next time.
Yay. Again, it's going to get boring for you guys because it's all going to stem back to those memories. I have my reasoning. It's, Batman, when the 89 came out and that Warner Brothers catalog came out and that big yellow symbol, the bat symbol was on the cover of that, and I was super excited to get it.
Did you have the cereal?
I had the cereal with the bank on the front, the one featured in that one episode of Comic Book Men that Ming ate the stale cereal. Yeah, it cut the roof of your mouth. But
it was good.
It was so good.
It was good.
It tasted like Captain Crunch.
I love Captain Crunch.
I love Captain Crunch too, but you love Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is so much better.
But for those reasons, that and the fact that Batman didn't really have superpowers like Superman. He was just him. Yeah, he had a lot of money. Yeah, he had a lot of cool toys, and that's how he was able to do what he was doing.
I mean, he had all that training, and so
I can see that. And then being in view of such traumatic things, like his parents being killed, I could see where that would be a motivation.
Oh, yeah.
As well. Because, we've all been through traumatic stuff.
Absolutely.
But, it just brings back the memories. I love the catalog. Again, I used to watch 66 Batman. I loved the campiness of it. It was... that... What, did they show that? I don't know. No, they didn't on Nick at Night. I was trying to think.
I was thinking more like TV Land.
Yeah, that's where it was.
I used to stay up late at night just to watch that. I would watch like Lou Ferrigno and the Hulk.
Yeah. That
horrible show from the 70s with Spider-Man, the live action. I would watch that too. I watched anything that I could just to see live action superheroes. I love the cartoons, but live action I just love.
Yeah.
So 66, like Batman. Batman's your favorite DC hero.
Batman would be my favorite for the same reasons.
Are you going to go with your favorite female, or are you going to go with your number two? Number two.
It used to be, I used to be able to easily say that Wonder Woman for a female because I used to watch the reruns of the Linda Carter Wonder Woman with my grandmother on that big box TV, the big tube TV with the little dial that didn't have a remote, and you just click, and turn the stations. But I think becoming a cosplayer and like really reading the comics and learning that, about Green Lantern, I think I have an appreciation for Jessica Cruz because she fights anxiety. And so do I. And I have for many years. So they did a run where they talked about it. So even though I'm not Latina and she is, I still find a charm in cosplaying her character just because I have a connection on that level. Yeah.
All right. So can you guess my favorite DC character? Hero?
I don't know. Green Arrow?
No, not Green Arrow. Green Lantern. Green Lantern. Reason being because the Green Lanterns are willpower.
Yes.
And it takes a lot of willpower to do anything in this world. To be good. Mm-hmm. To do everything that you set your heart to. You need the willpower to do that. So I love that. And Hal Jordan, I love him as Green Lantern. Kyle Rayner was a great Green Lantern.
Okay, so who's your favorite?
Of all of them?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to make you think now. I agree with you on the lanterns. I mean, it takes a lot of willpower to even just get out of bed some mornings.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Kyle Rayner's my favorite.
Okay.
He's the most powerful lantern. He's the only lantern to have held, I believe, all the rings. That's the one I remember holding all the rings. So he's like the Tom Brady of the lanterns.
Oh,
I know.
We're
in Buffalo. I understand that. I mean, I could be wrong, but I remember him being one of the characters. He's the most he was the most powerful lantern, like Green Lantern too, I believe. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could be wrong, but that in my heart, he is my favorite lantern. I don't cosplay that Green Lantern. I cosplay Hal Jordan's Green Lantern. But okay, let's see. My number two, DC. Let me think.
You going like female, or are you going just really second?
I'm just going to go really second. And let me... Oh, man. It's hard for me. I like a lot of DC characters.
Yeah, you do. Most of your cosplay is up until, recent.
Yeah.
Have all been.
They all have converted to Marvel for some reason.
I wonder why.
I have no idea.
No.
Oh, no. I'm going to say Superman.
Really? And not the Flash?
Not the Flash.
I am shocked.
I'm going to say Superman.
All right, so explain.
Because Superman is he's got such heart. I mean, yeah, obviously he has all these powers.
Truth, justice, in the American way.
Absolutely. Who other character do I cosplay who thinks that?
Oh,
from Marvel, yeah. Captain America.
No.
But yeah, I've always like it's just like it's one of the oldest superheroes. It hits home with me. Like every rendition of that character.
Even George Reeves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love all of them. Even when we watched the Flash movie, they showed Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Oh my god, I cheered inside for that because they've talked about it for so long, but it's still weird to me.
Seeing all the behind the scenes stuff and then actually seeing the character. I know it was CGI on screen, or seeing Christopher Reeves on screen. Yeah, obviously CGI, but it was that's why I do that Superman. Henry Cavill, however you want to say his last name, that is Superman to me. I know he'll never be Superman again. The new guy, I can't remember his name offhand right now, but I'm looking forward to him to be Superman. I don't discriminate at anybody who wants to be Superman or Batman or Spider-Man or Daredevil.
I think we should have Val Kilmer. I like Val Kilmer, but not a fan of his Batman.
I do like
Come on.
I do like the fact that the Flash movie brought back who at the end?
Clooney.
Yes.
I wasn't even okay. So speaking of Clooney, like when I was a kid, there used to be this sitcom, not the drama. There used to be a sitcom called ER. Clooney was a doctor on it, and I used to watch that with my mother. And I watched ER. I watched the drama. I'm not like an uber oh my god, Clooney's so dreamy. Oh, look at him. Like, oh, he's an amazing actor. I thought he was funny in the drama or in the comedy show. But I don't know. I think he's an okay Batman. But he's not, to me, like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's Batman.
I mean, those two Batman movies weren't the greatest Batman movies.
No.
But before the Titans show was on HBO Max, which is Max now, that was the only, besides Burt Ward, to live action Robin, to see him on the big screen. Yes, the whole bat nipple thing, but still, to see a Robin on the big screen, I'm okay with that.
I wasn't a fan of that Robin either.
I liked him as Robin.
And I definitely hated the Batgirl.
Oh.
Alicia Silverstone, loved her in Clueless. She's great. No.
So you're saying she's clueless as Batwoman?
Yes.
Or Batgirl, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No. But, so those are mine. So it says we're on DC this episode. Roll. So what is a DC character? I'm not even going to say you, that you want to see myself take on as a cosplay.
Well, you already do Batman. You have Keaton Batman on the way. If some cosplay would get their panties out of their butt.
We love some cosplay, by the way.
We do. We love some cosplay.
We're just
impatient.
Horribly impatient about everything.
I ordered this thing July 12th, and it's Friday, August 11th at this moment, and it still hasn't shipped.
Which is fine because
They say 4 to 6 weeks.
Their quality is
amazing.
Top notch.
Yes.
Most of my suits are from them, so
quality takes time.
Yes.
It does. It's just John and I are both really impatient. We referenced it the last episode. Like, when we want something, we go for it and we need it now.
Yeah.
That's, we got married.
Absolutely.
Enough said. Okay, so you do Flash. You do Batman. You do Reverse Flash.
You could be any DC character.
Green Lantern. You do Superman. You do all the main role. So. And I don't see you as a sidekick like Robin. I mean, I could see maybe Nightwing would be cool. But nothing is like, oh my gosh, you have to do this. I might need some prep time on that one. I don't know. Well, let's reverse it while I think about it. What do you think? Because, I mean, I already do Wonder Woman. I do Jessica Cruz. I don't do too many.
I don't know. since I came up with the question, obviously I have an answer.
No.
I'm going to say there's 2 characters I want to see you do because I want to do their counterparts.
Okay.
To those characters. Mara.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't even think because I do want to
do Hawk
Mara.
Girl.
That would be difficult.
It would be difficult.
I mean, her mace is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, her mace is pretty... Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about both those characters, and I would be Aquaman. I would be Hawkman.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to do Hawkman. I actually... Last year, that was one of the characters I had set to do this year. It was Hawkman and Marvel's X-Men Angel. Just because of the wings I can use for dual purpose.
Yeah. You know what? We talked about Shazam and Mary Marvel.
Yeah, that we did.
Now that I'm thinking about it. And I think I loved the Shazam movies. Like, I hadn't seen them, and then John's like, you have to see it. It's so great. And I finally did because the second one had come out.
Yeah, we had to watch the first one before we watched the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy, myself, Joel, and Emily all went to go see the second one.
Yeah, for Joel and Emily from Legacy Comics, formerly, or Central.
Central Comics.
Central Comics Legacy 3D. That's
and
what
if you're in Lancaster, New York, go check them out. They are amazing. Great people. They have One Piece, Pokemon, comics, you name it, they got it.
Yeah, they buy up collections, and they have a lot of, right now, I think, Silver Age. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking to fill a back run or back issues, definitely check them out and hit them up. They might have what you need. So.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have them on a episode, too, to discuss what they're about and how they came to be.
Yeah. Yes, I would say Shazam.
Shazam? Okay. I like that. Perfect. Yeah, because I feel like I'm a kid at heart still in an
He's
adult
so
body.
Childlike.
I am a child.
And the sense of humor he has and that you have, I could see it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's not one person on this world who doesn't have, like, something that they reminisce about as an adult when they were a child. It's like, you need something to grasp onto. It just...
You're preaching to the choir. We're 2 adults who dress up as superheroes.
All right. So, one more DC thing.
Oh my gosh, with the DC.
Well, it's funny because every time we do any kind of cosplay and someone sees us who doesn't like cosplay, doesn't like comics, always says this one thing.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
What are you guys, the Wonder Twins?
Oh.
So
they're brother and sister.
They are brother and sister. But in the future, we are going to be doing the Wonder Twins because I think it's hilarious that people always keep saying it. So, you know what? I think we should do it.
Wonder Twins activate, form of a bucket of water.
That's always the guy, though. I'm always something that doesn't make any sense. Something useless. You can be a tiger or a dragon. I'm going to be a bucket of water or an ice cube.
Or a tampon.
Oh, no.
I'm joking.
No, we don't want to do that.
No, we don't want to do that.
But yeah, I mean... Why not?
So what other obscure cosplays then do you think would be fun that aren't comic related or maybe aren't DC or Marvel?
Well, I've been thinking about one for a while because I used to watch the show when I was a kid with my dad. It was Greatest American Hero.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air.
I found the suit. I found the wig. I would definitely do that character. I mean,
I wish you guys could see the look on my face right now. I fully enjoy it. It's, again, one of those shows I used to watch with my grandmother. God rest her soul. I miss her to death. But man, oh man, that fro.
Hey. I don't know what year it came out, but I definitely want it. I found the suit on Etsy. The guy doesn't have my size in right now, so as soon as he does, it's coming in. Right. So, what kind of obscure cosplay did you want to do?
Oh, I already have one in the closet upstairs that I never finished, and I started. So, for those of you, and again, I keep mentioning my dear grandmother, I used to watch reruns of the show, The Monkees. Like, hey, we're the Monkees. The Monkees had their own superheroes. They called themselves the Monkey Men. And they were red spandex suits with a white M on the chest, black shorts, and the Clark Kent glasses. They wore the opposite. So instead of not having glasses, they put glasses on. So I literally have all the pieces to it. All I got to do is glue the M on the chest. And I even have the black boots. But that is kind of my, like, I would wear that to a con. And if somebody, like one person were to recognize it, I think I'd be happy.
Hey, there was a lot of people that recognized us as Thundercats when we went to the Nickel City Con.
To be fair, Thundercats is a little bit more mainstream than the Monkees.
Well, yeah, but someone's going to recognize you.
Yeah.
And don't wonder why I didn't find it. How many other cosplays do you have in that closet?
Oh, I lost count after 50.
Yeah, we don't count cosplays in this house no more because we don't cosplay shame. We don't shame anything in this house. We don't
judge.
No, we don't judge either.
Go back to the beginning of the show.
No, you do what you love, and we just happen to love the same thing.
Yes. So to throw back to the Great American Hero, the first episode was March 18th, 1981. You weren't even born yet.
Here were you.
Yeah, but the final episode date was February 3rd, 1983. So to be fair, I wasn't even born then either. I was born in May of 83. So it was only on for that short amount of time. It shows it was on ABC. And oh my lord, this show.
There is not one con I have been to where somebody does not wear that shirt with that symbol on it.
We have yet to see a cosplayer actually be him, though.
I have not.
So that would be a first. How many episodes were there? Let's see. Cast and characters. So Ralph Hinckley was the main character.
I know they try to bring it back, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, because of everything that's going on. All the comic book, well, for years, all this comic book movies, TV shows have taken over everything.
So there were 3 seasons. Season 1 had 9 episodes, season 2 had 22, and season 3 had 14. So that was it. In July of 2008, it says there was a comic book series based on the television series that was announced. And there was a 3-issue miniseries that debuted later that year.
If anybody can point me to the direction of that miniseries, I want it.
I've never seen that. I mean,
I want it. I'll check it out when we go to Steel City this weekend, but
you're going to be digging through some long boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God for Google. I wouldn't know that otherwise. God bless technology.
Yeah, like I said, when it comes to cosplay, we love it all.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know we said this before, cosplay knows no size, no age limit. You be whoever you want to be.
That's a metaphor for life, too. Well, not even a metaphor. I'm using the wrong term. I think it's just a good motto to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one thing I taught my kids, too. I'm so glad that, with this one turning 21 and, Vinny being 17, that the one constant I told them growing up is don't ever let anybody tell you what you can and can't be. You can be whatever you want. And
we are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have many, many different sides and personalities and costumes, but really as a person, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was talking earlier about how this is good for your mental health, too, because it lets you, I know I said this already, like, be who you want to be. Even if it's being somebody else, that's still you. Because it's a part of you.
Yeah, I agree. Don't let anybody take your light.
No.
That's a lesson that I think it took us a lot of years to realize.
Absolutely.
Don't live for others. Live for yourself. And those who belong around you will find you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, I should have had some very soft music to this. We're having a moment here at Cosplay Theories. Yeah. What else you got?
What else I got? Let me see. I know we have guests that'll be coming up soon. Like when we go to Steel City, there's people we're going to be talking to. Mm-hmm. I think I've said that already today. And future episodes, we have Geeked Out Therapy we have our friend Darren Wright, who's a part of numerous different charity groups that do cosplay.
One of the most creative cosplayers and cosplayers we know, who also specializes in horror.
So October, Darren Wright was going to be with us, and some of his horror is top notch. His Darth Maul is amazing.
Mm-hmm. You ever see the pictures he posts for Halloween, like his front yard?
Oh yeah.
He goes full blown, like some people do for Christmas, he does for Halloween. It's insane.
I don't even want to think about Christmas right now.
I don't even want to think. I hate snow. It's not.
You would think, oh, you guys live in Western New York, you love snow. No, we hate snow.
We hate snow, but at least you don't live in the snow belt anymore. Please explain the snow belt for those who don't know. You can see the PTSD kicking into his face.
Well, I had 1 year I had to walk. I got stranded in the snow. It was like a freak snowstorm in November. I had
the November storm of 08?
Yes.
Oh, no. Was it 08?
No, it wasn't 08.
There was a bit. Oh, that was the ice storm because I was working at the
it was
ranch.
October.
Oh, yeah, the October storm. Mm-hmm. I'm mixing them up.
This one was, they called it Snowvember.
Was it like 2013?
Yes.
2014?
Yeah, around there. Yeah. Yes. My daughter was young.
Oh.
I was leaving work at 7 a.m. My parents lived a couple miles away. It took me 8 hours to get there, and I had to ditch my vehicle and walk a couple miles to their house.
Oh, my God.
I spent 2 nights there. And my daughter, Emma, was crying for me. So I walked 9 miles home.
That's insane. That's love, folks.
And I made it.
I can't believe... I mean, I can believe it. You would give the shirt off your back, and knowing how you are with the kids.
I don't like snow. It bothers me, too. But...
No. We need to retire and move to, like, Florida. And not even Florida. I would be content with, like, anywhere down south. Biloxi, Mississippi is beautiful and nice. I've been there. Shout out to 3 Alarm Comics.
Never been there.
And our buddy Scott Hoverman. Yeah. We'll have to go. It's one of those things. I took you to Jersey. Let's go to Biloxi next.
All right, next year.
Yeah.
You know what? I have another DC question.
Oh, God, you're driving it home. What is your question, my love?
Well, like I said, it's mostly a DC episode. I wonder what the name of the episode is going to be.
Oh.
But who's your favorite DC sidekick? I can only guess.
You're staring at me like I should have an answer on the tip of my tongue. The first one that literally pops into mind is the 66 Robin.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, okay. Funny story about that. When I was just getting into cosplay and when Spirit Halloween... God, we love Spirit Halloween. I love Spirit Halloween. They need to hurry up.
That's where I got my Homelander suit from.
They need to hurry up and open. It's like Christmas time for cosplayers. Even though we buy our stuff from Sim Cosplay, Pro Cosplay, X-Cos, or Heroes Time, all of those awesome sites. Spirit Halloween is like cosplay for the rest of the world at this time of year. So I love going in there and seeing all the random things you can buy for accessories for your stuff, but I digress. When the kids were little and I started actually dabbling into it, I had bought a female version of the Robin costume. And this ties back into the weight loss thing because I bought the biggest size they had and it still didn't fit. And I was so bummed out I had to return it because I wanted to be Robin so bad and it didn't work out. But then I worked out and then it ended up fitting later. I never rebought it, but maybe, you know what? Maybe I should do that. Maybe this year, maybe it will be the year. But okay, so that's going to throw me on a tangent and a rant right now because what ticks me off about those costumes, as much as I love them, is that any of the female superhero stuff that they do is all that over-sexualized, skimpy stuff that you can find. It's never the actual suits that you can buy online. There are women in the real world who want to dress up as heroes that they like and not be half naked. Surprise, surprise. So to those manufacturers of those costumes, give 2 options.
Half naked, half clothed?
You know what I mean.
I know, I gotcha.
Like, okay, Batgirl, right? Mm-hmm. The main Batgirl, and I'll post a picture of this when I load this episode into TikTok and whatnot. I did have a version of the Batgirl costume, and it was black with it was a black skirt though. So in order to be able to wear this thing to work, because I worked in a bank branch, I had to wear black stockings, knee-high black boots, pin the thing together so my shoulders weren't showing. Like, I had to hike the chest up, to doctor it so that I wasn't half undressed, because I wanted to be this superhero, but I couldn't wear their iteration that they had. Because at the time, there was no sim cosplay. There was no mainstream sites for women who wanted to buy costumes and actually look like the character and not again, some over-sexualized version of the character. I know you like it.
Well.
I'm joking, but you get what I'm saying.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
But going back to the sidekick part, I agree with you 100%. That's the first sidekick I can think of. When I hear the word sidekick, I think Robin. Mm-hmm. And it always goes back to Burt Ward.
I love Burt Ward.
And that's the only sidekick I can ever think about. It's either that or the cover of Green Arrow, Green Lantern with Speedy with the drugs and all that.
That's an iconic issue.
It is.
Controversial.
And I have most of the run. That's one of the ones I don't have for obvious reasons, because money.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you, Robin, that is the sidekick I think of. Mm-hmm. And
I love the colors too. They're so bright. And you see them and that red and
that's like the ongoing joke. I mean, that's why Robin wears bright colors, so no one sees they go for him, not Batman.
And that costume is iconic.
It is.
With the tights and the little elf shoes.
Oh, I would never wear that.
Never say never.
Never.
Never say never.
Never.
We never say never in this house.
I used to joke with my cousin Adam. He gave me my Robin. I was going to buy him that suit.
Maybe Lily can pass on the torch and you can get her the Robin costume.
Oh, anything else on your agenda for today?
My agenda is it's 10:30 and we gotta be up at 5:30 in the morning to pack up and be on the road for Steel City for a 3.5-hour drive, because somebody gets to meet Shawn Michaels tomorrow.
Oh yeah, don't worry. There'll be video, there'll be pictures, there'll be everything for this con. This is one of my favorite cons. I know we mentioned the proposal, but this is my 4th time to the con, 2nd time together with you. And this is your 4th time to the con, 2nd time together with me.
Yeah.
But this is one of those cons that we just adore. I love the way they set up their celebrities. I love the way they set up everything there. Mm-hmm. It's a great con. I
love the cosplay there too, selfishly, but they set it up in a way where they revamped the cosplay contest to do a lot of subcategories and give everybody a chance to, they have best presentation, they have categories for those who make their own costumes, but then they have ones for other groups.
Stage presence.
Yeah, that's what I
duo.
meant. Stage presence. And they have different prizes as well. So, we want to do it just for the fact that it's something that we could say we did and have fun doing. Yeah. We never go into it expecting to win. It's not a competition in our eyes. It's more of just to get to show off. And
I love watching the people make their stuff. Like I said, next episode, it's going to be dropped on Wednesday. Will be all about our experience at Steel City Con. Yeah. And we'll have video and live interviews. Not live.
They're live at the time.
At the time, they are live interviews that we'll have. But we will be having a live video going down. Yes, it's going to be early because
we're going to need a lot of coffee.
Coffee, energy drinks, anything with caffeine. But I hope you guys like this episode. More to come. And that's my theory.
And you're mine.
You know I'll never lose. This time I saw you, I knew you'd be mine.